Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Professor Sir Jeffrey Darling-Milkfield. I am going to provide some instruction today in the game of draughts, which, if you are viewing from America, you may have heard of as checkers. And when we consider this game, it is one of the greatest games, one of the most noble, the most ancient, the most strategic, the most brutal of games, in which you seek to annihilate your opponent. You best to perform this game with a certain degree of objectivity, because it would be really quite a deep experience if the aggression with which you play were truly reflected in your character or attitude or demeanor towards the opponent. So it's really false aggression, and it's a way of catharsis and dealing with pent-up violence, tendencies towards aggression, domination, oppression, and the like. The concept of the game is that you have an army, there's another army, you attack the army, and you win. It's very simple, but the game has many subtleties, and it can provide a very enjoyable pastime and good mental training as well. So what you have here is a draughts board, and you will note that there are black squares and white squares. The white squares in this case are not really white, they are more cream color, reflecting the wooden material used to create the draughts board. There are 8 squares this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 squares going the other way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, meaning that you have 64 squares in total. And that's quite nice. I'm not aware of any draughts boards that use a greater or fewer number than that. 64 squares is perfectly adequate for making an enjoyable and challenging game, but with you and your opponent. So the pieces are very much like this. This is a draughts piece, and you place these on the black squares like so. I take another one, I place it, take another one, I place it, and we continue this process until all of your pieces are situated on the board using the black squares only, occupying the lower 3 lines of your field of the board. And that is the layout for the black player. If you count up, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces for the black player. Now the white player, sometimes using red pieces, but in this case white, although not really white, as the paleness of the wood is standing in for what could be white. So I'm calling that white, even though it's not particularly white. So we place the white pieces again on the black squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, there you have it, how to set up a board for a game of drafts. Thank you.